Hello and welcome to another episode of What's Inside. Today we are looking at a raid deck for World of Warcraft. This one is Naxxramas, something like that. This is one of the Lair decks, and basically this raid deck was put out by Upper Deck in association, of course, with Blizzard, who owns World of Warcraft. And this one features 110 raid cards and one UDE points card or loot card. There's 16 treasure pack cards. Well, treasure pack containing 16 cards, I should say. I believe it's 15 oversized cards and a rulebook. So this is one of the last ones that Upper Deck put out. So it's getting pretty hard to find right now. If you're a big fan of the Warcraft game, the card game I thought was a lot of fun. I played a lot of it. But this was, I think, the third or fourth one they did. So let's open this up and see what we've got. Originally, this one was about 30 bucks. That's about what I paid for it. It's been out of print for a while. This one came out right around 2009. So it's been out for a while, but they're getting hard to find, especially still sealed like this. So let's open it up and see what's inside and make the sealed ones more valuable. As you can see, this was cut already. Did a little damage to the box here, but hopefully it didn't hurt it too bad. Oh, that's wicked looking. Alright. So there's our box. Nice thick cardboard. It's got a cut on this one from somebody. Probably somebody opening a case of them. But you can see it's real thick cardboard, good and sturdy. Now, because it is put out by Upper Deck, they've got these cool card cases. This one has a slightly off-center picture, which I will correct when I open it. But the art's pretty neat. So that's pretty cool. Like an elf coming through a portal there. I like these boxes quite a bit. I think they were a really neat idea. Alright, so you've got a big fat stack of 15 cards here. We'll look at those first here in a second. Then we've got our rule book. And then we've got our cards in this little keeper case. So we've got these here. We've got a UDE, 100 UDE points. I don't think they honor these anymore, so I don't feel bad showing it to you. It's a nice thick card though. We've got that, and we've got a little treasure pack. Alright, so let's get this out of the way. And we'll take a look at these cards first. I know I'm going to butcher most of these names. Don't bother leaving a comment. I'll ignore it. If you don't know, my pronunciation is horrible by now. After 500 and some episodes, I don't know what to tell you. Alright, so we've got, let's see, all these two-sided, they are. This is going to be a long episode, buckle in. We've got Thuzad, the boss hero Lich. When he loses immune, gain control of up to one target raiding ally, then search a raiding deck, graveyard, hand, and removed from game zone for up to one ally each and put them in play. At the end of your turn, flip him. So he's 33 health, pretty good. On the other side here, let's see what the back side of his card says. At the end of each raider's turn, Thuzad deals 30 frost damage to his hero. Any raider exhausts a weapon card you control this turn, prevent all damage that would be dealt to your hero this way. Then we've got Sapuron, boss hero, Frostworm. When he exhausts, deals 5 melee damage to target raiding hero. At the end of your turn, he deals 5 shadow damage to a random raiding hero and heals 1 damage from himself for each damage dealt this way, then flip him. So he's 20 health. I'm going to adjust the camera slightly. Maybe we could get a better look at these. If I center these a little bit, you can get a better image of the cards. Then we've got Loatheb, Assault 8, Boss Hero, Bog Beast, Spore 1. At the end of your turn, Loatheb deals 3 shadow damage to each raiding hero, then you flip him. No gold foiling on these. That's a little disappointing. Yeah, they previously they had gold foiling on these. And these don't have that, so that they cheapen the budget a little bit. Heigen the Unclean, Boss Hero, Human Necromancer, Assault 5. At the start of your turn, roll a die. If you roll odds, Heigen deals that much nature damage to each exhausted raiding hero and ally. At the end of your turn, flip him. And these all have purple at the bottom, and they are numbered. There's apparently 66 of these possible. Boss Hero, Noth the Plaguebringer. Assault 3 at the end of your turn. Put a Plagued Warrior into play and flip Noth. So he's number 19. The first one we did was 24, then 23, 21, 20, 19. That's a sneaky way to get you to buy a couple of these, isn't it? Then we have the 4 Horsemen. Boss Hero Horseman. Horseman 4. Immune. Oh, this is card number 13. Immune. At the start of your turn, the raid leader flips a horseman face down. Each horseman can't leave play unless all 4 have fatal damage. When a horseman is dealt fatal damage, flip this card face down. And the face down is immune. At the start of your turn, the raid leader flips a horseman face down. Each horseman can't leave play unless all 4 have fatal damage. Each horseman has 0 attack and can't gain attack while it has fatal damage. When all 4 horsemen leave play, destroy this card. Okay, next we have Gothic the Harvester. Boss Hero, Human Necromancer, Unrelenting Death Knight 4. Card number 12. Immune. When Gothic? Yeah. Okay, that's a stupid name. Enters play, see Gothic rules. Once per game at the start of your turn, put 2 Unrelenting Riders into play. When the last spectral ally leaves your control, flip Gothic. There's the front of his card. And here's the back. We have Instructor Ravenous. Ravios? I don't know how to pronounce that. Boss Hero, Human Death Knight. Death Knight Understudy 2. Assault 4. Health 6. Assault 4, when a Death Knight Understudy leaves your control, flip him face down. And we have Thaddeus. Health of 50. Boss Hero, Flesh Titan. Sounds like a dirty word. Stalag and Foggen 1. Fugen. When Stalag and Fugen is in play, Thaddeus is immune and loses and can't have other powers. Conspicuous Assault 10. At the start of each raider's turn, Thaddeus deals 10 nature damage to his hero if that raider controls an odd number of characters. Otherwise, his hero deals 10 nature damage to Thaddeus. And he is card number 9. Then we've got Grobulus. Boss Hero, Flesh Giant, 15 health. Card number 7. Conspicuous Assault 7. At the start of your turn, put a poison counter on a random raiding hero. Then Grobulus deals 3 nature damage to each hero for each poison counter on it. When Grobulus is destroyed, remove all poison counters from play. Gluth. Boss Hero, Plague Dog, 18 health. This is card number 8. Conspicuous Assault 6. At the start of each raider's turn, put a Zombie Chow into play. On your turn, destroy a Zombie Chow. Gluth heals 3 damage from himself. Patchwork. Boss Hero, Abomination. Card number 6. Health 6. Conspicuous Assault 10. That's it. When you flip him, though, he's Assault 12. At the start of your turn, you may destroy target ally. Next, we have Onyxia, Boss Hero Giant Spider, 18 health. This is card number 4. Assault 8. At the start of your turn, heroes and allies in target raider's party lose and can't have powers this turn. On your turn, pay 9, flip Onyxia face down. If you flip face down, Assault 12. At the start of your turn, if you didn't take the last turn, take an extra turn after this one. Grand Widow Firlina, Boss Hero, Human Widow, Naxxramas Worshipper 2. This is card number 3, health of 9, Assault 5. At the start of your turn, she deals 3 fire damage to each raiding hero. On your turn, pay 6, flip her face down. Now if you flip her face down, she's Assault 8, pay 2 to ready her. So that's pretty cool. Then we've got Anub Rakan, Boss Hero Crypt Lord, health of 6. Assault 2, oh this is card number 2. Assault 2, at the start of your turn, Anub Rakan deals 2 melee damage to a random raiding hero. On your turn, pay 3, flip face down. And the face down version is when flipped to this side, put a Crypt Guard into play. This guy can't attack. When a hero or ally deals combat damage to any, whatever, he deals 2 nature damage to that character. At the start of your turn, flip him. Right, so he's going to be bouncing back and forth quite a bit. Alright, here's our rule book. Let's look at that while we're sitting here. It has an addendum rules, basically, for the raid sequence and all that, because raids are run slightly different than the regular game. Object of the game, setup, gameplay. We got some nice color images, very nicely done. Same quality as the regular rule books. Examples of cards, what the gold cards mean, that sort of thing. So it's just explaining the differences between this and the regular raid, or the regular gameplay books or format, and the difference of this one from other raid decks. So you do need this to play, I think, with these decks. You could probably figure it out if you've played a lot of card games, but it would be a little bit tough. And then there's some notes, which is just blank pages, and then credits. So let's get these out of the way and take a look at the regular cards. Alright, so we've got 3 decks here, the 3 stacks of cards. Pretty sure this is our treasure pack, or at least the cards in there are likely our treasure pack, because this is how they usually seal them. So let's start with this one, which has the regular Warcraft symbol on the back, and see what we've got in here. Alright, so we've got Condemnation, a second one, a third one, and a fourth one. This one allows target up to 1 hero or ally each raider controls. The boss deals X unpreventable holy damage to each target, where X is the highest cost among the cards in the target's party. Next we have Decrepit Fever. Attached to a target raiding hero. Ongoing, if a hero or ally is attached to a hero's party, would deal damage. It deals that much minus 3 instead. When a hero or ally is attached hero's party deals damage, destroy this ability. These are also numbered through 66, so I'm not sure if those big cards are part of this or not. I'm a little unclear on that. I'm sure other people know. I haven't played this deck, so I have no idea. But I'm just making you aware. We've got another Decrepit Fury, third one, a fourth one. Detonate Mana. Target raider discards 3 random cards. The boss deals 2 shadow damage to that raider's hero. for each card discarded this way. Second one, third one. Disrupting Shout, cost of 2, instant ability. Interrupt target card. If you do, remove it from the game. That's harsh. There's another Detonate mana, so there's 4 Detonate manas. There's a second Disrupting Shout, a third one, and a fourth one. Then we have Frostbolt Volley, 3 points, instant. The boss deals 3 frost damage for each raiding hero and ally. The character dealt damage this way cannot attack this turn. A second Frostbolt Volley, a third Frostbolt Volley, a fourth one. Harvest Soul, cost of 4, attached to target raiding ally. Ongoing, you control attached ally. Put 1 damage on attached ally. The boss heals itself 1 damage. Second Harvest Soul, a third one, fourth one. Jagged Knife, instant ability. Target 2 raiding abilities, 2 raiding allies, or 2 raiding equipment. Exhaust the first. If you do, it can't ready during its controller's next ready step, and destroy the second. Then we have a second Jagged Knife, a third one, a fourth one. Locust Swarm, 3 points. Ability. Each raider turns a resource he controls face down. Draw a card for each resource turned this way. Another Locust Swarm. Another Locust Swarm. Meteor, 5. Ability. The boss deals 15 fire damage, divided as the raid leader chooses, to any number of raiding heroes. When a hero is dealt damage this way, its controller destroys an ability, ally, or equipment he controls. There's another Locust Swarm. Then we've got another second Meteor, third Meteor, fourth Meteor. Mortal Wound, 2 points. Ability. Attached to target raiding hero, and the boss deals 3 melee damage to it. Ongoing, at the end of your turn, add a Fester counter. If attached hero would be healed, it is healed that much -1 for each Fester counter instead. When all damage is healed from attached hero, destroy this ability. Second Fester, or Mortal Wound, third Mortal Wound, fourth Mortal Wound, that could get ugly. Shadow Fissure, 6 points. Ability. Target up to 1 raiding ability, up to 1 raiding ally, and up to 1 raiding equipment. Remove them from the game. Second Shadow Fissure, third Shadow Fissure, fourth Shadow Fissure. Unyielding Pain, 1 point. Ability. Ongoing. Tap. This turn, target hero or ally you control has Assault 2, and combat damage that it would deal is unpreventable. A second Unyielding Pain, a third one, and a fourth one. Next we have Web Wrap. Ability, 2 points. Attached to target hero, raiding hero or ally. Ongoing, at the start of your turn, the boss deals 3 nature damage to attached character. Attached character cannot attack or exhaust and loses, and can't have powers. This ability can be attacked or targeted like an ally. So it has 3 health. Web Wrap again. A third one. And now we have Mr. Bigglesworth. Ally Cat. This ally can't attack. It's a rare. It's number 66. Now there's another Web Wrap. Then we have Stalag. Ally token, white. Conspicuous, Assault 5. When this enters play, raiding heroes and allies have -5 attack this turn. At the start of the boss's turn, if Fugan is not in play, he puts him into play. And lastly, Fugan. Conspicuous, Assault 5, ally token white. When this ally enters play, deals 2 shadow damage to each raiding hero and ally. At the start of the boss player's turn, if Stalag is not in play, he puts him into play. Alright, so the only rare I saw in here was the cat, Mr. Bigglesworth, and he has 1 health. So I don't understand the point of him, but whatever. It's cute. So that is the first stack. So let's get these out of the way and dig into this one. Alright, so we've got a lot of double-sided cards here. We'll do those last, and we'll do this other stack first. So we have Assembled Masses, Broodmother's Rage, the Cat's Meow, the Chill of Undeath. Turn all raiding heroes face down. If you're in Frostworm Lair, the boss deals 5 frost damage to each raiding hero. Debacle, raid leader turns 3 raiding resources face down. Debilitating Nausea. Frigid Hopelessness. Fortuitous Gift, the raid leader chooses 1, he draws 3 cards, where each raider draws a card. A Grave Bargain, you pay 1 less to play cards this turn. Hastened Preparation, the raid leader chooses 1, he readies all of his resources, or each raider readies 2 of his resources. Ice Cold Refreshment, draw 3 cards. Now, Inevitable Failure, look at target raider's hand and choose a card, he discards that card. Premature Departure, the raid leader destroys a raiding ability, ally, and equipment. Punish the Greedy. Ruthless Precision. Shadow of Obliteration. Tempt Your Fate. Shadowy Intrusion. Timely Respite. Unholy Mending. Kalthuzan's Blast. Kalthuzan Event 1, ongoing at the end of your turn. Kalthuzan deals 5 frost damage to a random raiding hero and then attach Frost Blast to it. Kalthuzan's Detonation. Event 2, ongoing at the end of your turn, each raider destroys 3 resources he controls. Kalthuzan's Fissure. Event 3, ongoing at the end of your turn, target up to 1 raiding ability, up to 1 raiding ally, and up to 1 raiding equipment, remove them from the game. Kalthuzan's Guardians. Event 4, ongoing at the end of your turn, put a Guardian of Icecrown into play. Kalthuzan's Volley. Event number 5, ongoing at the end of your turn, Kalthuzan deals 3 frost damage to each raiding hero and ally. And then we've got a bunch more double-sided. So we'll look at those next. Let's get these out of the way. Alright, let's look at these. They're gold on one side and black on the other. And they're different things on both sides. So we'll start with the gold side, look at those first, and then we'll flip them and look at the other side. So we've got Spore, ally token. This ally can't attack. Raiding heroes and allies can't be healed. When this ally is dealt fatal damage by a hero or ally, attach fungal creep to that character's controller's hero. Then we have Plagued Warrior. When this ally deals combat damage to a hero, he also deals that much melee damage to each other raiding hero. Then we got 2 of those. Then we have Plagued Champion Protector. And then the second one, Unrelenting Rider, Ferocity. When this ally leaves play, the boss player puts a Spectral Rider into play. And then we have a second one of those. Unrelenting Death Knight. When this ally leaves play, the boss player puts a Spectral Death Knight into play. And then we have a second one, a third one, and a fourth one. Death Knight Understudy. Any raider, exhaust a non-token ally you control to gain control of this ally. We have a second one of those. Zombie Chow. Ally token zombie. Any raider, exhaust a Death Knight, Hunter, Paladin, Shaman, or Warrior you control, exhaust this ally. And then a second Zombie Chow, third one, a fourth one, and a fifth one. Crypt Guard, ally token, Crypt Fiend. When this ally enters play, you may search your deck for a web wrap and put it into play attached to target hero or ally. And there's 2 of those. So let's look at the other side of these then. So on the back of the Crypt Guard, which is this one, we have the Naxxramas Worshipper. Ally token, human worshipper. It's interesting because like the Crypt Guard is labeled as number 1 of 17, and on this side of it is labeled 2 of 17. So that's weird. The Naxxramas Worshipper, any raider, exhaust a priest you control, gain control of the ally. Any raider you control this ally, destroy this ally, flip for Lena face up. So that's what's on back of the Crypt Guard. Then we've got the Zombie Chow. On back of him, we have Soldier of the Frozen Wastes. When this ally enters play, draw a card. There's 2, 3. Oh, this guy's different. So there's 2 of those. And then there's 3 of this other one on the back of the Zombie Chow. And this one is Unstoppable Abomination. This can't be protected against. This ally can't be protected against. Damage that this ally would deal is unpreventable. Alright, then we have the Death Knight Understudy, and on the back of that, we have the Soul Weaver. It's a Banshee. Melee resistance. When this ally enters play, put target non-hero rating card into its owner's hand. And of course, there's 2 of those. The Unrelenting Death Knight. There's 4 of that. And on the back of those 4, we have this guy, which is the Spectral Death Knight. It's an ally token. When this ally deals combat damage to a hero or ally, he also deals 1 melee damage to each other hero and ally in that character's party. Then we have the Unrelenting Rider, and on the back of the Unrelenting Rider is the Spectral Rider. And the Spectral Rider has Ferocity. When this ally is dealt damage, he deals 1 shadow damage to its source. And there's 2 of those, of course. Now, on the back of the Plagued Champion, so there's 2 of these. They each have a different one. This first one is a Soul Weaver. Melee resistance. When this ally enters play, put target non-hero rating card into its owner's hand. And on the back of the other Plagued Champion is a Soldier of the Frozen Wastes, which we already saw. When this ally enters play, draw a card. Then we have on the back of the Plagued Warrior, we have Guardian of Icecrown. And there's 2 of these. Protector. This ability has +1/+1 for each face-up event in play. And lastly, on the back of the Spore, we have Fungal Creep. Fungal Creep, ongoing. If a hero or ally in attached hero's party would deal or heal damage, it deals or heals that much +2 instead. When Lotheb is destroyed, destroy Fungal Creep. Alright, so that's our first stack. Now there's these other ones that we need to look at that were on the top of that pile. So let's take a look at those right now. See what we've got here. We've got Ice Bolt. Sephiron's Mark Totem, ongoing. When Ice Bolt attaches to a hero, put a shelter counter on that hero and each ally in its party. Attached hero can't attack or exhaust or be dealt damage. I can't talk. At the end of your turn, destroy Ice Bolt, and then Sephiron deals 150,000 unpreventable frost damage to each rating hero and ally without a shelter counter. Remove all shelter counters from play and flip Sephiron. Yeah, it's actually there 150,000 damage. Then we have Gold Side of Sir Zelik. Long range, at the end of your turn, the raid leader chooses a raiding hero. This ally deals 5 unpreventable holy damage to it. Baron Riverdare. At the end of your turn, the raid leader chooses a raider. That raider discards a random card. Lady Blumix. Human Death Knight Horseman, long range. At the end of your turn, the raid leader chooses a raiding ability or equipment, remove it from the game. Thane Krothzed, Dwarf Death Knight Horseman. At the end of your turn, the raid leader chooses a raiding ally. The ally deals 5 fire damage to it. Then we've got these like location cards. On first the gold side, we have Frostworm Lair. When raiders enter Frostworm Lair, the boss player shuffles his graveyard into his deck, then draws cards until he has 7. Tap, draw a card. When Saphirion is dealt damage, he deals 1 frost damage to its source. When Saphirion is destroyed, flip this card. Then we have the Plague Quarter. Raiding allies have -1, -1. On your turn, tap, put a Decrepit Fever from your graveyard into your hand. When a boss is destroyed, destroy all Naxxramas tokens. When Lothab is destroyed, flip this card. The Military Quarter. Weapons have -1 attack. Armor have -1. On your turn, tap, put a Harvest Soul from your graveyard into your hand. When a boss is destroyed, destroy all Naxxramas tokens. When the 4 Horsemen is destroyed, flip this card. The Construct Quarter. At the end of your turn, if a boss is face up and not immune, add a rage counter. Then if there are 3 or more, flip the boss. On your turn, tap, put a Mortal Wound from your graveyard into your hand. When a boss is destroyed, remove all rage counters and destroy all Naxxramas tokens. When Thaddeus is destroyed, flip this card. The Arachnid Quarter. If a raiding hero or ally would deal non-combat damage, it deals that much -1 instead. On your turn, tap, put a web wrap from your graveyard into your hand. When a boss is destroyed, destroy all Naxxramas tokens. When Onyxia is destroyed, flip this card. So let's look at the other side of these. On the back of the Arachnid Quarter, we have the Arachnid Quarter. When this card flips this side, say, "Who dares violate the sanctity of my domain? Be warned, all who trespass here are doomed." If a raiding hero or ally would deal non-combat damage, it deals that much +1 instead. Now, I don't know why, but there's a little Upper Deck and Blizzard symbol on here. I'm sure there's a reason for that, but I don't know what it is. Now, the Construct Quarter, black side. When this card flips to this side, say, "Fools, you think yourselves triumphant? You have only taken 1 step closer to the abyss." At the end of the raid leader's turn, add a rage counter if there's less than 3. Any raiders, remove 3 rage counters. Turn all raiding heroes face up. The Military Quarter. When this card flips to this side, say, "I grow tired of these games. Proceed and I will banish your souls to oblivion." Weapons have +1 attack, armors have +1. The Plague Quarter. When this card flips to this side, say, "You have no idea what horrors lie ahead. You have seen nothing. The frozen heart of Naxxramas awaits you." Raiding allies have +1/+1. Frostwind Lair. When this card flips to this side, put 3 random Kel'Thuzad allies into play. At the start of each player's turn, put 3 random Kel'Thuzad allies into play. Kel'Thuzad has immune until 9 Kel'Thuzad allies have entered play. Tap to draw a card. Now on the back of Thane Korthus, the black side says, "At the end of your turn, this ally deals 5 fire damage for each raiding ally." Then Lady Blasphemix. These names are kind of dumb. Long range. At the end of your turn, remove all raiding abilities and equipment from the game. That's pretty wicked. Baron Rivendare. Black side. At the end of your turn, each raider discards a random card. Sir Zelik. Long range. At the end of your turn, this ability deals 5 unpreventable holy damage to each raiding hero. And lastly, the back of Ice Bolt is Frostblast. Frostblast, Kel'Thuz's mark token, ongoing. Attached hero can't attack, exhaust, or be dealt damage. At the start of your turn, destroy Frostblast. And then Kel'Thuzad deals 10 frost damage to attached hero. Alright. that's those. Alright, so at the bottom here you got a glance of Andreas the Damned. It's a new Horde character. There's the backside, 29 health, or 28 health. Can't read. Sorry, numbers are hard. Math is not my specialty. Pay 2 to flip him, put an attachment you control into its owner's hand. It's an undead warlock, affliction. Yep. So the art's pretty good. Like all of their decks, the art is really solid on these Warcraft cards. I really like their art. A lot of it's not really my style, but it's really well done. Some of the more anime stuff I'm not real fan of, but stuff like this is pretty solid. So let's take a look at these other cards that we've got here. We've got Torn Web Wrapping. It's armor. This is card number 19 of 40. Pay 1, tap, reveal a random face-down resource you control. If it's a location or quest, turn it face up. Otherwise, put it into its owner's hand. That is a really pretty foil. I like that gold color. It's really cool. Signet of Manifested Pain. At the start of your turn, you may put 2 damage on your hero. If you do, put a 2 melee / 2 health ally token into play with the same class and race as your hero. The Turning Tide. Sword. You pay 2 less to play allies while you control fewer allies than an opponent. Dying Curse. Destroy target attachment. If you do, its controller draws a card. Split Great Hammer. If your hero would deal combat damage to a hero with this weapon, it may deal that much divided as you choose among any number of opposing heroes and or allies instead. That's another really cool looking foil because it's got like these reds coming down. Wall of Terror. When this armor enters play, put each other ability, ally, and equipment into its owner's hand. Next we have Urn of Lost Memories. This is card number 27. On your turn, tap, destroy an ability or equipment you control with cost X. Put target ally with cost X or less from your graveyard into play. That purple looks really cool. I don't know how well these are showing up on camera. Signature of Polarity. Card number 11. Heroes and allies you control have +2 health while you control an even number of heroes and allies. Last Laugh. This is number 34. When this weapon enters play, target opponent gains control of it until the start of your next turn. Okay. Crypt Fiend's Bite. 2-handed weapon, polearm. This is number 31. When you strike with this weapon on an opponent's turn, put 2 1/1 Scarab Allies tokens into play. Cover of Silence. Your hero has stealth. Opponents can't play cards on your turn. This is card number 12. Then we have Arrow Song. Card number 28. Weapon Bow. When you strike with this weapon, your hero has long range this combat. When you draw a card, add a verse counter. Remove 3 verse counters. You pay 3 less the next time you strike with this weapon this turn. Next we have Plague Igniter. Card number 35. When your hero deals shadow damage to a hero, allies in its party have -1 health this turn. Then we have Ferlina's Madness. Card number 13. Armor. On your turn, tap. Turn a resource you control face down. Turn target opposing resource face down. And lastly, the Undeath Carrier. When a non-undead ally you control is destroyed, put it into play. And it's also an undead. And that is card number 39. Alright, pretty cool. So, the foils are really nice. I like those. They're really good at foils. Kind of wish this game was still going because I really was a big fan of their foils. For no other reason. It was a fun game, but and the foils were really cool. The colors would really pop out, especially the reds and purples. Yellow came out really good too, like that golden color. My initial impression of this, I'm actually kind of impressed. It's a pretty cool looking, a really difficult looking set. I think this one would be really challenging. You'd have to have some experienced players to play this one. If you're new, I would start with Onyxia before I went with this one, or Molten Core. This would be much more for people that have strengthened their deck a lot and have a little bit more experience playing. I don't think it's a bad deck by any stretch of the imagination. I think as far as raid decks go, this is definitely challenging. But it's not for inexperienced players, I don't think. It's because there's so many boss monsters. Otherwise, the quality is fantastic. The card quality is really good. The box is nice and thick. And the plastic cases, I love those things. But that's what's inside the Naxxramas raid deck. Thank you so much for watching and supporting the channel. And thanks for making it through the entire video. And we hope to see you on the next episode of What's Inside.